about to give you the best dribble tutorial in 2K26, so you gotta lock in. I'm gonna go over moves like the L2 cancel, the momentum dribble, and the walk back that they added this year. And this specific tutorial is gonna be for beginners and advanced guards. But we're gonna start out slow, and then as we get through some of the easier moves, I'm gonna move on to some broken advanced moves that you see all these glitchy guards doing in 2K26. I promise you, after watching this video, you're gonna see a huge difference in how easy it is for you to get open whenever you're playing this game. If you haven't already, hit that like button for me. It'll really help the video out, and it'll also push it out to more people who need to see this. Now let's not waste no more time and let's get into this tutorial. First things first, before we get into the dribble tutorial, let me show you the sigs that I have on right now for my small guard. I'm on my 6'4" guard right now. Dribble style, I'm using Ja Morant. If you're a tall guard, throw Zach LaVine on. For your sig size up, my small guards, if you're below 6'5", go ahead and throw on Steph Curry. And then if you're a taller build, throw on Tracy McGrady. Moving on to the breakdown combos, you can go with a few different ones here. You can go with Devin Booker, you can go with Eric Gordon, Stephon Marbury, or Jordan Poole. All these are pretty good. Escape move, I've been labbing up Kyrie Irving on my smaller builds. It's low-key kind of glitchy, especially with the way the fades are this year. This move is super glitchy, but you can use Kyrie, you can use Kemba Walker if you're a small guard. And then for my tall guards, go with either Paul George or Jimmy Butler. Combo moves, I'm using Pro. I don't do this move a lot. For our crossover on all my builds, all my guard builds, I'm using Lonzo Ball. Onto the behind the back, I'm using Steph Curry for my smaller builds. And then for my taller builds, I cycle between SGA, which gives you the Curry slide for tall builds. And then I'm also using Kobe White as well. Onto the spin, I'm using Penny Hardaway. Again, another move I don't use a lot. For the hesitation, we're gonna go with DeMar DeRozan. All builds can get this unless you're over 6'10", but most of y'all are gonna be under 6'10". Now for the step back, the best one in the game is gonna be Devin Booker. You can also go with Vince Carter if you wanna try that out, but both of these are good. For your triple threat, you wanna make sure you throw on Kobe Bryant. For my guards who are playing on ones court, this is very glitchy. You want to have this in your bag. Onto the go-to shots, I'm using Jalen Suggs. It's very good. And then my hop jumper is going to be Devin Booker. Sometimes I'll add this into my combos. Now, as I said, we are starting very, very slow. Baby steps, and then we'll get into the more advanced stuff. But first things first is I want to show y'all how to speed boost, like what speed boosting looks like in this game. It's very good this year. And if y'all can remember, last year, the speed boosting was chalked. It was trash. Couldn't speed boost to the same side unless you had a certain dribble style on that only small guards could get. So it make big guards trash. When you're doing your speed boost, all you want to do is just flick up and then run out. As soon as the ball gets to the other hand, you want to hold down turbo, as you can see on a controller cam, and just run out. And that's how you're going to speed boost. This is going to be how you speed boost out a majority of your moves. Anytime you do a move, right when the ball changes hands, you want to hold down turbo and then sprint out. So whatever it is, escape or behind the back, anything you do, you want to hold down turbo, sprint out. Next move we're going to go over is the momentum dribble. This move was in previous 2Ks. It's always been in 2Ks, but for some reason, they always want to change how you do the move. I don't understand why they keep trying to change how you momentum dribble. I don't know if they want it to be harder for certain people and not have as many people use it, but the momentum dribble is done differently this year in 2K26. The way you want to activate this move is you want to flick up on your right stick. So you want to get that down, practice that flick up on your right stick, flick straight up, boom. As you can see in my hand cam, I'm flicking straight up. And then after you do that, you want to hold down turbo and you want to push your left stick diagonally up into the direction that you're going. So right now the ball's in my right hand. So whenever I flick up on my right stick and then I hold right trigger and then left stick into the direction, I'm gonna go diagonally up to the left because the ball's gonna be going to my left hand. It's gonna look like that right there. And you can just spam it back and forth. Make sure the ball gets into the other hand. And when you're spamming it, you're letting go of R2. So when I do this first momentum, I'm gonna hit a momentum, let go of R2, let go of R2, let go of R2, and then I'm getting back in it. So again, you wanna flick up, hold down R2 at the same time as you're pushing left stick into the direction you wanna go, let go of R2, and then get back in it. The same thing over and over again. Another move that is very important that you wanna have in your bag that I think a lot of people are gonna be using no matter what, we just naturally use it a lot, is our escape move or the crab, whatever you wanna call it. And I'm using Kyrie Irving, and it gives me that explosive crossover right there that you're seeing. You can spam this back and forth. No matter which one you have on, you're gonna spam it. You're gonna get a different animation depending on what you have on. I have Kyrie, but I like to do that move when I'm using screens and I'm taking screens and then I go off and I fade. That move is super glitchy. Like the way the game is played this year, having this in your bag, you gotta have it. The way you do it is hold down your right trigger, and then you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally up to the left or right. So boom, ball's gonna be my left hand right here. Well, let me see. Take it back, ball's in my right hand. I'm gonna hold down the right trigger, flick my right stick diagonally up to the left. He's gonna get that move right there. And then you just do it back and forth. You can spam it like I showed you earlier. And I told you as well when I showed you the sigs that there's a few different ones you can use. You don't have to use Kyrie Irving. I just like using Kyrie Irving. I think it's different. And I think that it is cheesy, especially when you're using screens and you hit that and you run over here and fade to the corner. If you know, you know. If you play this game, you know why that is cheesy. Now we're gonna get into the snatchback. So I'm using Devin Booker's snatchback, and this is a very good move. Vince Carter is also a very good one as well. And this is very simple. As I said, this is gonna be a beginner / advanced tutorial. So the way you do this move is hold down your right trigger and you're gonna flick straight down on your right stick. Hold down your right trigger and then flick straight down on your right stick. You wanna do that move right there. And the way you can spam it is by flicking down and then pushing up on your left stick. So as you can see in the hand cam, when I'm flicking down, I'm immediately pushing up on my left stick, and then it's getting me reset again to then do the move again. Let me get my stamina back real quick. All right, so I'm gonna boom, 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 boom. Messed up right there on the timing, but as you can see, you're able to spam it in one spot if you push the left stick up. Wait till the ball gets to the other hand and then push it up. And you'll be able to spam it like that. Another very important move that's tied into your snatchback is the running snatchback. So when you're coming down the court, this doesn't really work on 2s or 1s, but if you're a 3s player or a 5s player, when you come down the court, you can do this move right here. Boom, very, very quick, as you can see. And you can speed boost out of it. So you can hit it, boom, and then speed boost out of it. Very good move to get up the court. So the way you do that move is you're gonna come down the court. So you're holding down turbo and then you're pushing your left stick, obviously up the court. So your player come up the court. And then in the middle of you running, you wanna flick down on your right stick and he's gonna do that snatchback right there. And if you wanna run out of it, you just hit that snatchback, boom, and then just run to the opposite side. As you can see in the hand cam. Very simple move, but it's very effective. Another good move I like to use whenever I'm coming down the court is the Devin Booker crossover. So you come down the court and if dude's bumping you, you can just hit that crossover right there. As you can see, it's kind of like a drop cross. Let me go back and show you again. So you're coming down the court, you're gonna hold down your right trigger the whole time, and then you're gonna flick your right stick diagonally up to the opposite ball hand. I'll give you that drop cross right there. This move is very glitchy on the 1s. If you play the 1s and you get past your defender and you hit that push cross with Devin Booker, you're gonna get right to the rim and dunk the ball. So what I like to do is come down the court and then hit 2 snatchbacks right after my Devin Booker crossover, and then just get into my combos that way. And I just showed you how to do the snatchbacks. So that's a mini combo that you can do. And to come down the court, cross, double snatchback. Boom, might hit behind the back, run, fade, green. This next move is gonna be an escape snatch, but a real quick one. So it's gonna be different. The difference in this move is, okay, I'm gonna show you this escape. Boom. You don't want the ball to get completely to the opposite hand when you do this move. So as you can see, right when the ball gets in the middle of my body before it gets completely to my opposite hand, I want to flick my right stick down. And the entire time I'm holding my right trigger. I'm holding down turbo the whole time, as you can see. Hold it down, and then I'm gonna flick. And before the ball gets to my other hand, I'm flicking down. It's gonna give you that move right there. Very glitchy move. I get a different animation because of the sigs I have on, but if you have on other sigs, you'll get different animations. But this is a very glitchy move. You don't want to just spam it, but you want to add it into your combos to chain different moves together and kind of look like you're glitchy so that the defender's off balance. That's all dribbling is looking like you're doing more than you're actually doing. You're really not doing much. You're just doing a few different moves, and you want to keep your defender off balance by doing those. But that's going to be the escape snatchback. Another very easy move. I don't know why I didn't go over this move in the beginning, but it's going to be the curry slide. Hold down your right trigger and then flick diagonally down left or right. You can also get this on your big guards if you're using SGA behind the back. You can spam it, boom, 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 boom. You will lose stamina. You will be blinking, so hey, keep that in consideration whenever you're doing that. Another move I like to do is a half spin when I'm coming up the court. I'll go like this and I'll come down the court, hit a half spin, like over here and fade. Yeah, I don't know why he did a layup, but I meant to fade. But half spin is very good. You can also throw in the moving behind the back with a half spin. I'm gonna show you how to do that right here. So you're gonna come down the court. The way you do a half spin is you're gonna go counterclockwise from 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock on your right stick. So you come down the court, boom. Very, very simple move. What I like to add with it is a behind the back. So I'm gonna show you what that look like. So you're coming down the court, hit a half spin. Before it finishes, you wanna hit the behind the back and he'll give you that little combo move right there. That's a little small combo. I'm gonna drop a combo tutorial where I'm going over all the combos I like to use personally. If y'all want that, let me know. Like up the video. Hit the like button. That's gonna let me know that y'all wanna see them combo tutorials. And put it down below in the comment section and I'll get that recorded as well. Now we're gonna move on to the walk back. This is a move that got added this year. It's been in past 2Ks, the walk back has, but the way you activate it this year is very different than past 2Ks. You're gonna get a few different animations. You just seen 3 different animations right there that I just got. But very good move because rim running is a huge thing in this game and people think you want to rim run and just hitting this and then walking back for a 3 is very glitchy. You wanna hold down turbo, sprint to the basket, let go of turbo, pull your left stick back and then flick up on your right stick. It's gonna give you that move right there. Let me do it in real time for you. I'm gonna boom, say I'm driving, and then I'm just gonna walk back for a 3 wide open. They're gonna think I'm a rim run. Rim running is OD in this game, so people are gonna be expecting that. I like to do it at the same time, super quick. Whenever I'm coming down, I'm flicking my left stick down, and I'm holding my left stick down, and I'm flicking my right stick up immediately. So I'm boom, real fast. Like they have no time to react. You don't want to come, stop, and then walk back like that. That is super slow. You want to get right into it, just super fast. So again, you're coming down the court, you're holding down turbo, boom, both sticks at the same time. It's gonna give you a different animation. I don't know what the animations depend on. I like that Kobe walk back that I get most of the time, but that's another good one right there. Huge separation when you come down the court. Boom. Very good move, but very simple. Now we're gonna move on to the breakdown combos. There's a few different breakdown combos that are good. Right now I have on Devin Booker, and Devin Booker is good for guards who are 300. So if you're 300 and then you're getting pressed, if you just hold down turbo and then flick up on your right stick, that's how you activate your breakdown combo. Last year they had aggressive and regular. This year they just have breakdown combos. So hold down your right trigger and then flick up on your right stick. I'm gonna give you a different animation depending on what you have on. So I recommend for my guards who want a 300, I recommend you use Devin Booker. For my guards that want to combo up and chain moves together, I recommend using Marbury or Jordan Poole. Now we're gonna move on to the behind the backs and all the different ways that you can activate them. So the first one is gonna be tied into your signature size up. You're just gonna sit here, not hold anything, flick down, diagonally left or right on your right stick. That's all you're gonna do. Very simple move, a very good move to chain different moves together. So you want to boom, boom. Here you go here. And then just chain stuff together with that. Next is our standstill explosive combo. So we're holding our right trigger now. We're not just flicking our right stick by itself. And then you want to get that move right there. That's going to come from your Steph Curry behind the back. Again, you hold down your right trigger and then you're flicking diagonally down left or right. The next move is the standing, but you're moving in a direction explosive behind the back. So here you're going to hold down your right trigger. You're gonna do the same thing that you did with the Curry slide. So you're gonna flick down on your right stick, diagonally down left or right. But this time we're gonna push our left stick into the direction that we're going. So right here, we're going to the left and we're gonna push our left stick diagonally up to the left. Here we're going to the right, left stick diagonally up to the right. Boom, simple as that. That's gonna be your standstill explosive. So the middle one, so you have just nothing at all, just right stick. Then you have R2 or RT, and then Curry slide, and then you're gonna add in your left stick and it's gonna give you that move right there. Another one you get that I don't like to do because it gets bumped a lot is the moving behind the back. When you come down the court, you can do that move. We all know how to do that. That's been in the game for years, but those are your behind the backs. Okay, now we're moving on to some of the more advanced moves that you're gonna have to get in the lab and lab up to figure out how to do it consistently. You'll be able to do it a few different times. You'll be able to do it here and there, but to lab up to where it's like second nature, you're gonna have to get in here. These moves are a little bit more advanced, so you're gonna have to get in my court and go crazy. And I say advanced for this move right here, but it's not super advanced. It's just a quick stop. All you do is run to a side and then flick up on your right stick and your player quick stops. But I added it in here because the move you're gonna chain off of this is an advanced move that takes some time to learn. So I want to add this because it's part of that other move. But the way you quick stop is just run to a side. Why am I missing? And then boom, shoot right off of it. So the move I'm talking about is the L2 cancel. And the way you do the L2 cancel is that you're going to run a certain way. So right here, I'm gonna do my escape. I'm gonna hold down my right trigger and then flick my right stick diagonally up to the right. Do that escape that I taught you how to do. So get that down. You're gonna escape, boom. And now you wanna escape and run. Get that down. You wanna escape and run. Now that we're escaping and running, we're gonna escape, run, quick stop, and keep running to the left. Keep your left stick going into that direction. Make sure you're paying attention to the hand cam. So what I'm doing is I'm escaping, running, quick stopping by flicking up on my right stick, and the left stick is still going into the direction that I was running. You're gonna have to be real quick with this. So now that we got that down, we wanna add the escape back the opposite way. So all together, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna run, boom, 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 very fast, very quick L2 cancel. You can also do it with the behind the back, and then you can curry slide back this way. As you can see on the hand cam, I'm running, I hit my quick stop, and then right after my quick stop, I'm flicking back. So it's like, this is the movement. Movement is up, left, up, left. So you're gonna go, if I'm running to the right, I'm flicking up for my quick stop, and then right after, diagonally up to the left to do my crab. All in one motion. Let me do it again for you. Come on. Boom. Back this way. Boom. Curry slide. Very good move. Like, you get in this my court and lab this move up. You need to slow the video down, slow it down. We're gonna run, flick up and then left. Up and then left. Give me a fake. Up and left. Up and left. Up. Ooh. Hey, come here. Now this next move is very simple, but I put it under advanced because it's kind of hard to do because of the timing. It's going to be the Pro 2 spam coming up the court. As you can see, I'm not getting the better animation right there. I got it towards the end, but the timing is low key kind of difficult to get. You get the same crossover, but to get between the leg every time, you got to get that timing down. And all you're doing to do this move is you're just walking up the court. So you're not holding down turbo or anything. You're pushing your left stick straight up the court and then you're flicking your right stick directly to the right and then directly to the left, depending on what hand the ball's in. So you start moving up the court and you're gonna right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. As you can see, the timing a little off. I'm getting it to one side, but that's how you do it. You don't wanna hold down turbo or anything. You wanna just boom, boom. As you can see, got it right there. I don't know why I'm just getting it on one side, but that's the way you do that Pro 2 walk up the court. It was in 2K20. I loved it in 2K20. It was way easier in 2K22. Now onto the misdirection. This is another move that I feel like is kind of advanced because your fingers got to be fast. You gotta have some fast fingers to do this. All right, if I'm doing a misdirection behind the back, I'm gonna flick my right stick diagonally down to the right. It's gonna be that move right there. Boom. Now we got that down. Get that down. Boom, boom, boom. And when the ball is on the way to the other hand, before it gets to the other hand, you want to hold down turbo and then flick the right stick back the same direction, but the opposite way where it came from. So if I'm going diagonally down to the left, I'm going to hold down R2 or RT and I'm going to flick the right stick diagonally down back to the right. So it's going to look like this right here. That's how you do the misdirection. Very simple, very good move to add to your different combos. But hey, if you learned something in this video and I helped you out, hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. Now that you have the best moves in the game, watch this video where I give you the best jump shots for all builds.